Yeah, you know what time it is. Anytime you see the lady singing and a slow beat bringing, it's Big Vern in the booth doing his thinging. Ha ha! We had an action-packed show for you. We talked to Jets. It was mindless for them on the draft night. It was pretty much the same way you give a monkey a loaded pistol, and then you also give him a blindfold, and then you send him in to pick guys that you think are going to go ahead and turn that thing around. I don't know, check the segment out. Then we talked about Brendan Sorsby. Yep, this dude is gambling, and there was no federal investigation into him doing this, but they have him logged on across a lot of gambling apps. He checks himself into rehab, but the NCAA is still in the middle of the investigation. So it may be more to come out from this than that. So make sure you check that out. Then we went ahead and pivoted to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is desperate to be loved. He wants to go ahead and prove himself on the world stage as being someone who can command media attention, saying he will or he won't play for the Steelers. I don't give a shit. Check that out. Then Atlanta, the only person with a worse draft than the Jets was the Atlanta Falcons, because for a middle of the road team, it didn't address any of their needs that they needed, and offensively this was a disaster. So yeah, check that out. In the spirit of Derby, we go ahead and we stop with Louisville, L1C4 for life. Pat Kelsey, what he's put together and the things that he's doing in the River City, I'm kind of shocked. I really am. But we'll go ahead and get more into it after the rap break. See you on the other side of the content. It's your boy, Big Vern. It's your boy, Big Vern, coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. And we pushing a new rap album this month. Nims and Ron Browse, I Should Boom You. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music. Whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Hottest in America. Man, Hottest in America is fire. This puts you in this mind track of those MOP. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Then Earl Manigo with Lil Fame, that's hard too. First 48. First 48's my Joan though. I love First 48. That's my record. Here I Go with Papoose. Pap is hard in that one. Pap, the sun flip that he put in the end, yeah, bro. This whole thing is crazy for real. Then the P anthem, when they took the ladies grab you like that. What's that Notorious Big song? That boom, boom, boom. The way they looped it and they put their own spin on it. Come on, man. Benediction in the bar exam. Black Moon, the remix. Oh my God, it is never a losing project when you go ahead and sample Evil D. Yo, Nims and Ron Browse, I Should Boom You, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Nims and Ron Browse. We thought it was hard. I Should Boom You. Make sure you go get the project. So Pat Kelsey, he's turned Louisville around, and he's turned into a hell of a recruiter. When Pat Kelsey was hired at the University of Louisville, he was coming into a dumpster fire and trying to turn it around and rescue the program that had the rich tradition of Denny Crum and people of old, and a damn good fan base. Kenny Payne, he posted a pathetic 12 wins in 2 years. So if you're going to lose, you're going to go all in, you might as well push the chips to the front of the table. I personally knew Pat Kelsey was a good coach with the X's and O's, him being a savant. When you come from smaller colleges, you're not going to get a and 4 or 5 star player, McDonald All-American, this, that, and the third. You're not going to get those guys. But you're going to get guys who fit your system, people who play what your style mimics. And I will say this, I was pleasantly surprised when he got to Louisville. He was able to implement that fast. when that first class came along with Pryor and those guys, and Pryor ended up getting hurt early. But that kid is big on heart. Louisville fought this past season, him with Michael Brown. And then also on top of that, is one thing to get the top talent and guys from U17, Team USA. It's another thing to want all of the smoke. This has been one of the best years in college basketball that I could remember, I could recall. Throw that quad one bullshit out the window, me personally, because I look at the totality of guys playing each other. And when you start bringing up this quad one garbage, you start having teams duck playing the good teams until you get into conference play or you get into March Madness. I want to see the best play the best and just let that shit happen. The best should play the best. Let it happen. Let it unfold. Don't sit here and try and hide behind weasel legalistic terms like, oh, they're going to do this. Look at Miami of Ohio. All that shit y'all talked and they was a first round exit. Again, competition matters. The Cards, they have players to me that just, oh my goodness, this dude is a recruiter like no tomorrow. They brought in players like Jackson, Chilstan, he's the point guard out of Oregon, Flory Badunga, he's the center from Kansas, Carter Knox from Arkansas, and then there's Alvaro Florigas, and that was the kid in Iowa. Then he's got the two guards coming back, which is Adrian Woolley and London Johnson. And you can't have enough leadership out there in the program. Louisville has probably the number one recruiting class in the country with the guys that they've brought in from the portal and also the guys that they've openly recruited around the state of Kentucky. So he's not making himself a stranger to the Louisville area, to the Bullitt County area, trying to get down into Lexington. They're not turning their nose up at any of those guys. And if there was one criticism of Coach Cal really didn't recruit the state of Kentucky at all. Everybody who played at Kentucky was not from Kentucky. He may have had one or two guys who didn't get any clock off the bench come in for Kentucky, but the majority of his guys came from other states. So it really didn't mean as much. But when Kelsey's got his face present and he's, becoming a fixture in the city of Louisville, you got to go ahead and tip your hat. And yes, this could be us in our capitulation to the Gamblers Prom, aka Derby, because that's going on this weekend. And I'm not going to humiliate myself by making up weird names like Thurby or 50 Tuesdays or whatever other bullshit they get into over there about giddy little horses. Yeah, for 2 minutes. You're doing all this for 2 minutes. Anyway, I won't digress. Pat Kelsey's a hell of a coach. He's bringing the program back. L1C4 for life. L1C4 for life. And if you're a dirty bird, you know the drill. Gang, gang. It's your boy, Big Vern. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.